Now it's time for this week's dose of glitz and glamour and see what's happening across the pond in Bollywood. Thank you for joining us this morning, Summer.
Excellent. Well, we are starting off with another diva today. We've got
nothing wrong with a diva.
Diva day today.
It is. Well, it's Kareena Kapoor, and she has been in the press on a number of magazines, but sporting completely different looks.
Okay.
And it's just showing how diverse you can be if you are in Bollywood.
I suppose nothing wrong with that. Every lady's got different sides to her. You know, you've got the professional side, you've got your friends, you've got your family, see romantic side. So just shows how multi-faced women are, really.
Exactly. Well, the first look we've got is when Kareena Kapoor was on the front cover of Grazia, which is obviously the high fashion
magazine.
And obviously there she is. She's wearing a nice turquoise
I love that skirt. I love it.
It's very defined, isn't it? That whole look.
It's a bit 80s, isn't it?
Very
Power
strong.
dressing.
Yeah. Joan
Collins.
Collins.
I like the fringe with the pink lipstick, and there she is with her first look. She's looking fantastic there.
Beautiful lady.
Like I said, she's been on 4 magazines recently, within the last few weeks.
Busy lady.
Very busy lady. And the second look we saw, it was on Marie Claire.
Okay.
And on Marie Claire, she's this bold, vintage, classy, executive, smart,
but slightly
power woman.
It's still very power dressing, it's still very 80s, and it's still very, very groomed. But it's also, because I think reflecting the magazine style as well, Marie Claire is a little bit more personal. Grazia's high end of fashion. Marie Claire's more for, you know, emotional issues. And I think because you can see so much more of her face, it makes you have a more personal element
Very
to her.
sophisticated look, the second one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Very sophisticated.
The first one was a bit younger than the second one. Maybe the magazine is also targeted at the more sophisticated lady. Yeah. That's perhaps where that's coming from. And then she's also gone for the natural look. Remember, she is going into the film Stepmom, the Bollywood version.
Yeah, we talked about that. Have you seen the film Stepmom?
I
Julia
haven't,
Roberts. Julia Roberts turned into Jonathan Ross there.
I'm gonna have to though, aren't I?
Well, have your tissues ready. It's very sad.
And she's got a more natural role there. So rather than being some big Bollywood diva, she's been basically brought back down to earth as a stepmom playing this role, and we can see her natural look really works, and that's on the front cover of Femina, and she's got these lovely
lovely.
Isn't she beautiful?
So she doesn't need much makeup. Saying that
Beautiful,
though,
yet
it's
simple.
always the look that looks like they haven't had much makeup, which generally has the most, isn't it? I know when I try to look natural, it takes me longer than if I just, you know, slap it all on, but she does look stunning there.
Natural and very,
well, do you know what I always say? I mean, I work with lots of lovely ladies. I'm very, very lucky, and I see lots of them without their makeup, and they all look absolutely beautiful. I don't see the need, really, to be honest.
He's
not seen me without makeup, though. It might all change once he sees me without my makeup. So.
Well, the final cover that we've seen Kareena Kapoor on was in High Blitz, and she's sporting a very traditional look. It's kind of glamorous old school Bollywood.
It's still, well, Bollywood is very glamorous, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you can't get more glamorous, I don't think.
And she's in the 50 most beautiful, I take it, as well?
Yeah, of course she is. And it's a very sophisticated Bollywood look there. And we love her Bollywood style. But the reason why I'm pointing out these looks is obviously Kareena Kapoor is very beautiful and she can portray many different images. But there is one image that I've noticed in the press, and I think we were discussing it late last week, about how she's sporting the latest size 0 look, which is fantastic. I mean, she's obviously doing, you know, she's very healthy and eating well and sporting, you know, a very... She's image conscious,
so
obviously.
The size 0 debate, which is absolutely forefront in the mind of the press, and has been so for the past year in the Western world, is that something that we're seeing in Bollywood as well then?
Well, the size 0, Kareena Kapoor is probably the most celebrated size 0 in Bollywood. And what's happened is she's been approached by Sony.
Right.
And Sony have produced a laptop which is very slim line. And they want Kareena to be the spokesperson
I don't know if I like this, you know, trying to get women to replicate images and size 0 and being very sleek. I mean, the laptop itself is very, very skinny, and I think... I don't know. I don't know if I like it.
Start of a trend,
it's crossing a bit of a boundary that shouldn't really be crossed. I mean, fair enough, Sony are celebrating the fact that they've got this very slimline laptop, but to then get a star who's a size 0 to be their spokesperson for this laptop and be the person that represents the image, I don't think that's the right kind of thing to
being
portray.
Very, very skinny is the new thing, is the latest and is the best.
But it's kind of mixing image with technology now. And I know we like our gadgets small, and the smaller they are, the better they are, because we can take them wherever we want. But being a size 0, I don't think that should really cross into
No, I agree with you.
Technology,
I agree with you. I'm sure there'll be a backlash, and I'm sure a lot of people will.
This comes down to image again, doesn't it? Image, 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 and that seems to be kind of permeating through. Thank heavens it doesn't happen for fellas, so I can sit here with the extra tub long before the holiday coming up.
Don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. That's all my purposes.
Well, there's no doubt lots of exercise is involved in being as slim and fit. And another Bollywood star who has been celebrated recently for being very fit is Akshay Kumar, and he was in the film Blue, and the film wasn't necessarily a massive success as compared to the budget it was given. But he had to perform loads of stunts, and he had to really perform in terms of fitness. And as a result, he's been asked to carry the torch at the 2010 Winter Olympics for India.
There. Goodness me, cool very man, mysterious.
Looking more cool than sporty there. But he'll be very cool at the Winter Olympics at least.
Yeah. Really his sunglasses, hopefully.
No, I'm pretty sure he'll be sporting his sunglasses.
He'll have a tan as well, no doubt, won't he? He'll be well looked after. He'll look good. He'll look good.
Another Bollywood star sporting a sporty look is Deepika Padukone, and she's been at the Sahara Sports Award, and what she was wearing,
oh my goodness,
she
she's
looks
beautiful.
like she's I mean,
she looks almost like she's naked.
It's like a swimming costume. It's like she's taken the actual event.
Mermaids, mermaids. Yeah. Lovely.
I mean, we do like that.
No, that is lovely.
I think that's the way you kind of integrated fashion, a style into the Bollywood colours and beads. It's quite nice what she's done there.
It's nice to see the bright colours in metallics as well, isn't it? That's very much a thing at the moment, isn't it?
It's coming up to Christmas, isn't it? So we can all get the sparkles out a bit more.
Looks gorgeous.
Well, we've got more sparkles because we've got Aishwarya Rai, and she's in a new ad for Long Island watches.
Right.
And whatever Aishwarya puts her face to it's got to be glamorous.
Whatever she touches turns to gold, isn't it?
Exactly.
She's a bit like the posh Spice and Angelina in the Western world. You'll soon learn more about all this Bollywood, Derek. But whatever she advertises sells out in seconds, doesn't it?
Well, they're described as exquisite purity, these watches. So they do seem as though they're going to be the next thing to get. I mean, Aishwarya, different to Karina in a way, she's not using her image necessarily to be the person who's the size 0. She's using her beauty to represent beauty in these watches. And there she is there, completely beautiful woman.
Lovely eyes.
I'm feeling very inadequate next to all these stunning women that we're getting thrashed up on the screen. It's awful.
Oh, well, you need to speak to Sarah about eye makeup, isn't it? It's eye makeup. It's all in the eyes,
Wrong
isn't it?
answer. You meant to say no, Amy.
You are naturally beautiful, darling,
Wrong
obviously.
Answer. Right, go on.
I'm in trouble again.
Well, the next story is another batch, and it's the family. It's Amitabh and his son, and they're playing their role is in the family, but they're swapping round.
Okay.
So Amitabh Bachchan is playing the father, and Abhishek is playing. In real life, Amitabh is the father and Abhishek is the son, obviously. But they're swapping their roles round.
Oh, we spoke about this before, didn't we?
So we've got them two there, but it's actually been very critiqued in
Is
Bollywood.
this a bit like the Benjamin Button?
There we go. That's what everyone's been saying.
You spotted the connection.
There we go. That's what everyone's been saying this, and it is a bit of a strange story.
Is the storyline similar?
It's about the guy we mentioned
last week. It's about ageing and the ageing process and it being reversed and having a new spin on it and everything. So you know very well about, Derek.
Only it were true.
Well, it's a bit of a problem in Bollywood now for Amitabh Bachchan, and he's been defending that all week. And there's been, I've heard on radio stations he's been, voice clips of him saying, no, it's nothing like that. It's not meant to be like that.
That's what everybody's saying.
That's what everyone's saying. So it's not. And never mind, but we've got Friday the 13th and
nothing's happened so far, touch wood,
but we are running out of time so quickly. Is there anything we need to know?
All about being a bit spiritual, and I reckon if you've got any problems, why not take Priyanka Chopra's lead and visit your temple, visit your mosque. If you feel a little bit down spiritually, that's what she's been doing, and she's been spotted in both places in the last week.
Well, that's a very good point there. Turn Friday the 13th into something positive and do something different.
Absolutely, after your words of doom earlier as well. Look, she turns it around by the end of the show.